First of all, I want to thank the Guaranteed Rate Bowl and the Fiesta Bowl committee. Our players and staff and their families, everybody attached to our program had a great experience here. And then I want to give credit to Coach Fleck, his players, staff, Minnesota. Really good football team, you know, and I thought they kind of grinded out a win. And it's credit to them because that's kind of how they played all year, and it held into this game as well. Thought our guys competed. You know, I'm not disappointed with our effort. Thought we really fought hard to finish the year to get an opportunity to play in the postseason, and it's going to help our program moving forward. But we just weren't good enough today, you know, and it's disappointing because we've got a really small group of guys that played their last game, and it hurts. You know, it's really the first time in my head coach career really experienced kind of where you lose your last game, and that's a sad locker room, and especially those guys that have given a lot to this program, and it didn't go the way they wanted to. And I thought defensively we hung in there, we really did. You know, gave up 18 points, forced 2 takeaways. They got some yards rushing the football, but we hung in there, right, and really gave ourselves a chance to win. You know, special teams wise, we were okay. I thought we had some chances to flip the field on punt early in the game. We didn't. You know, our kickoffs, you know, that's been a struggle all year. And then offensively, it was a struggle. We were down some personnel, but at the end of the day, we got to be better. We got to be better in those special teams areas. We got to be better on offense. Period. And so, with that, I'll take questions.
Start right here in the front row on my left.
So, Greg Hunter, Blue and Gold News. So, Coach, you knew their offensive and defensive lines for Minnesota were very good. Your matchup against them, sort of analyze what you thought of how you did there.
Yeah, we knew coming in this was a tough matchup for us. You know, they're really big up front. You know, and I was proud. I thought our D line, you know, in the second half we got tired there. You know, their time of possession was higher than us, but it's been higher than everybody they played. You know, we weren't very good on offense on third down. You know, and credit to them, they did some things defensively coming into the game. They used their time well. You know, they had a beat on us, and so we knew there was going to be some things to overcome, and it was a tough matchup just because of their size on the offensive line and at tight end. You know, they're really big at tight end. Their tight end, 42, I think it's 270 pounds. 88's really, really long. Then they go and they play the 6 offensive linemen. And then offensively, you know, they're good at the edge. You know, and they've got those 2 linebackers in the middle that played a lot. And they did a good job. And so credit to them. They won the line of scrimmage, and they won the football game.
Next question. Go to the back here.
Kevin Kager, Blue and Gold News.
Yeah.
Coach, you've been able to run screens, use a lot of different methods and looks at that, you know, for all the year.
Mm-hmm.
Did they do anything specific to take that away? I know they jammed up a couple early, didn't get gains there. What happened in that phase?
Yeah, what they did is they came out. They hadn't been a cover 2 team much except on second and long and third and long. They played a lot of cover 2, especially early in the game, and really took away kind of your easy access throws. And you know, and there's probably some reasons for that. So they did that a little bit. Played more 3 down than they have at any point during the year. But they probably knew that we were limited some personnel, on some personnel things as well. You know, they probably had some information that a normal opponent wouldn't have, so they knew we were down. And they did. They mixed it up, had a good game plan, kept us off balance there early. We couldn't ever get the field, you know, flipped. Defensively, we played really well early in the game, you know, with the back on a short field. But they did. We were able to hit, I think, 3 screens in the game for decent yardage, but they came up and really took our fast screens away.
We'll go back here to the front.
So, Coach, I mean, just overall, you tried some different things, going with tempo as much as you probably have all year, one of those, and forcing to use different players at tight end, so your philosophy a little bit with that. So let's talk about those 2 changes.
Well, we're down tight ends. Obviously, O'Loughlin out for the year. Banks made his decision, which was fine. And then Finley was out with health protocols. And so we played Nick Malone at tight end. But obviously, you know, if you look back at what we did during the second half of the season, is we played, in a lot of 11 personnel and mixed in some 10, but we played on 11. But we just didn't have that capability because most of the time we were playing with our tight end off the ball, and then we just didn't have that in this game. And but with that being said, we felt like going in the game, this wasn't going to be a high-scoring game, but we felt like that we could get enough. But if you score 6 points, you're not going to win. And that's what, if you look at our schedule, we've played some elite defenses, and Minnesota was an elite defense. We played about 4 other ones, and we've got to be better. And it starts with me. We've got to be better on that side of the ball versus those elite defenses to give ourselves a chance to win.
Akeem at tight end.
Yeah, used Akeem there when we went to 12 personnel. That's something really small package. We had a goal line deal. We ran 2 plays. We had a couple more that if we got in that situation we would have used. But we really didn't have the short yardage wasn't an issue. If you look at it, we had negative plays on second and first down. They got us in those third and longs, and that's when they went with some exotic pressures. And at some points we handled it well. Some points we didn't.
Next question. We'll stay here at the
Keep
front.
going. Could you, with Jared, just analyze his play. He got a lot of pressure.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. Yeah, a lot of pressure. We didn't win any 50-50 balls. It wasn't good enough. I don't think anybody. I thought our running backs did some good things. Breaking tackles. Tony made some plays in space. But other than that, I don't know if we played good enough anywhere offensively.
Any questions for Tony or Charles?
Yes, definitely. There. We start with Tony. Just your opportunity with Letty opting out. So give us your thoughts all week, knowing that you were going to get plenty of chances. Then how did you perform?
I just went down to the normal, stayed what we normally do. Nothing different, just prepared just like we normally would if he was here or not.
How'd you do?
We didn't win, so not good enough.
He played well. He fought through, had a couple of nice blitz pickups, caught the ball, made a couple of people miss. I thought they did a really good job of rallying to the ball and underneath stuff too.
Charles, can you take us through your interception, how that played out?
It was really he ran a deep comeback, and I just really I just drove the man and made sure my eyes was in the right place. And when I see me at the ball up, I just took it from him.
Charles, the coach had said all along they're going to run the ball, then take a couple deep shots on you. They hit a couple of deep shots. So how did the secondary, you think, you performed in terms of tackling and then trying to take away some of the deep balls?
I felt like we left a few plays out there. It kind of cost us. And in these type of games, you can't leave those plays on the field. So, we just go back to film, look at it, get better.
I think credit to them as well, Greg. If you go back and look at it, they made 3 50-50s. Now I'm confused on the catch, no catch on the one, and not on the officials on replay. I'm confused why we didn't have collaborative today. I think that's a question that really didn't know until we talked to the officials that we didn't have collaborative replay today. But if you look at it, the 3 big plays they hit in the pass game. The first one they hit, either on the first, second drive, we didn't cover them very well. But the other ones, they made 3 50 balls. So credit to their wideouts. But I thought we were in good coverage position.
Charles, their run game any different than what you guys have faced this year? I mean, you faced Texas, Iowa State, Baylor, some other teams that could run the ball really well. Theirs any different?
I don't think so. I think their offense is just mainly run. They depend on the run. So
they hit us with some more gap runs too. You probably didn't see it playing corner, but they hit us with some more gap runs. They did a good job mixing up. The one explosive run they hit was on the cutback. We really had played well, and they got the backside cut. He was able to get it. A couple great effort plays too. They hit one on the first half. Akeem Messidor. To start the second half, Akeem Messidor makes a great play. Ends up. They have no points on that play. Phenomenal play by him. And was that you that tracked it down on the toss play, which was good. Thought defensively we did some good things. These 2 guys are up here for a reason. They played well. They both these guys coming back, and that's a big deal. Like, we got most of our football team coming back. I would say we have as much coming back on our football team as anybody in the country. And so, we're not all doom and gloom. All right, are we disappointed we didn't win? You bet your ass we are. All right, 'cause every time we line up and play, the expectation was we win. All right, is Minnesota really good? Yes, they're a really, really good football team. All right, did our guys compete? Yes, we don't. It's not an effort issue. All right, but there's certain aspects of our program that we've got to get better. You know, so we're close, and that's what I told our team in the locker room, and they can tell you is we are close in a lot of areas. Okay, we're really, really close, but we've got to do some things to get better. All right, and to get back to where we want to be.
Tony, when you hear that message, is it, kind of tough, obviously, right after a loss, but then how do you take that and work on that through the offseason, bring everybody along?
Yeah, definitely. That's just a starting point for next year and getting everybody ready and back locked in.
That'll wrap up our press conference now for West Virginia. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Thank you.